On today's share, I want to show you how I am going to create a tarot casting spread in my creative divination book. This is the same book that has all of the casting stickers. I've shared them with you before. So in this week's reading, I shared this one, but we're gonna do one together. Let me just get this back in frame. And so I created these card stands yesterday or just this week. And so the reason they're card stands is they're the same size as a card. They fit a standard tarot card, see, in the same size. And then this slot is you can put them in and the card will stand up. From an overhead view, you don't really notice it, but they fit a regular card, pocket card, and this is my Oracle size deck, the Nature's Portals Oracle card. And the reason I wanted them to be all that size is because these are the cards I use most often. So you can put them in like that. And then, I mean, that pocket size, the pocket deck will fit right in there. That's so that they have a dual purpose. However, what I wanted them for was to inspire you to create your own tarot casting spreads and just show you a little bit of how I do that. So, like I said, this is for a regular standard tarot card placement. It could be Oracle as well, as long as it's this size. It's got a circular deck and then a pocket deck. The inside cutouts fit our tiles. So they go hand in hand with our tile pieces. So you can see, well, the Lenormand is a little bit bigger, but it still will fit. This fits an actual tarot tile. This is our nature portal tiles, the tiny nature portals, tiny honey hive, hexagonal and hexagonal, the honey hive, Lenormand, and this is the tiny tiles. So for aesthetic placements, they'll work and they help you map it out. My previous spread has the tarot and the oracle in the center and then the pocket deck. So I think I want to do, let's see, what do I want to do? So this is just going to be playful. I'm probably going to speed it up right about now, just so you don't sit here and watch me babble as I map through how I want to do these things. So let's just get to it. So now that I have the placements mapped out, sometimes I have an idea in mind and sometimes I just kind of go with the flow. But as you can see, so with this one, I was thinking, okay, this will be the big energy of the reading. You know, I kind of have some approach and some idea of how I want to lay them out. So this one will be the big energy. These will be some contributing factors, like maybe not as big. So use like a pocket deck or maybe a smaller oracle deck. And then the tiles, and these could be Lenormand or they can be tarot. And then those will be building upon the energy of this big one, like kind of how when you have a big energy, it radiates out. So that's kind of the idea of this particular spread. And then I have the overarching and the underarching. I like how it kind of looks like an eye. I might actually go in and draw, like embrace this and make it look more like an eye with the art in the background and everything. I didn't set out for that. It just kind of happened. And so I really like symmetry in my spreads. If you haven't already noticed, there's only a couple of the tarot casting stickers that aren't symmetrically balanced. Some of those are asymmetrical, but So that's kind of the energy that I would go with this. But yeah, so at this point, you know, some tools that you might want to have on hand are a pencil and a good eraser. I like these white soft erasers. And then what I'll do is I will go in with a marker, like a black one. I like microns a lot because they don't bleed when I use other markers over it. It's an 8. And then I also have a whole tower of Tombow markers over here because I really like the Tombow markers. They have the brush on one end. Ta-da! And then, can you even see that? The brush on one end and then the fine point on the other. And they blend really well, and I just really like them, especially on this sketchbook paper because it doesn't bleed through. So now what I'll end up doing is going in and making these a little bit darker. If I do the eye, then it's going to be, I probably won't outline that with black. I might have that with a gray. I have this nice light gray pen that's also a Tombow. It's a, I don't know what kind it was, but I use it a lot. So yeah, let's get to that. So now I have the basic, they're all outlined in black, and then I did the round one in the gray, like I said. A little bit I want to point out, it's not perfect. First of all, the biggest thing I want to say when you're creating anything, embrace the human element. Yes, I could sit here and nitpick and be like, oh my gosh, this doesn't touch this doesn't touch this. But I'm going, you know what? This is not made by a computer. This is made by my own hands. This has literally like my energy going into it. As I'm drawing them, my thoughts, my intentions, everything is going into it. So I don't need it to be perfect. I need it to be functional, and it's functional, you know. As I'm sitting here drawing, I'm like, oh, I should make these out of clear, and maybe I will have them made out of clear. We just don't have that material right now or enough of it. And it's more expensive. So this is a cost-effective way that I can offer these templates to you. And eventually they probably will be in clear, like knowing me, because my brain's already going, oh, because then you could see how far they are. But for now, they're just in wood. And if you really want to get creative, you could even color these with paint markers. They'll stay, or this opposite side is unfinished, so the paint markers will definitely stay on that. But it's more about just instilling some creativity. So I'm gonna continue to play with this. I'll probably speed it up again and just let you just sit and watch while I play. But I wanted to show you how these could be made into a spread. Functionality wise, you know, like I said, we have the card fits there. If I wanted to omit that or maybe layer on top of that, we can go like that, you know, or you can do what you're seeing. Like I like with the portals, it actually looks like the center of the eye, but you can also layer it over that. And then the pocket decks, just to show you. So we've got that, fits in there and fits in there. And then I'll grab some tiles as they're sitting right next to me over here. But you see how they fit in there. I mean, you could also, you don't even need my templates. You could literally just have what you want. You could trace around your own cards, but if you don't trust yourself with the cards, I get that, you know. And see how these fit right there. I'm not interpreting any of these readings. I'm just playing and showing you how the placements work. And then, of course, having whatever I decide to draw in the background, you know. And so that's how it would look with the circular deck. And then if I wanted to get rid of that and not use the circle, it would talk about the big energy, you know. So this is just kind of, this is the play. This is a peek behind the curtain of my personal process, my brain. A lot of times I just start drawing without a plan, and then I'm like, oh, that looks, like I said, like that looks like an eye. So I'll probably continue on that, you know. Don't be afraid to get a pencil and an eraser. Erasing is not, it's not a mistake. It's just part of the human element. And it allows you to like kind of flesh out where you want to go with it. And then I always say it's not permanent until it's permanent. Like I say that in tattooing, but with ink, it's not permanent until it's a marker. So as long as it's an erasable pencil, we are good to go. So yeah, like I said, this is just a little share of my thought process and using some of the tools we create, and I really hope to inspire you to create your own casting board spreads. Tarot should be fun and easy. I know sometimes it can deliver some really big messages, so in doing this and being playful, you can be like, oh, this is the big energy. These are talking here. These are kind of on the periphery, like it ripples out, you know. It's your practice. You can assign the meanings, the placements, whatever you'd like in that. So yeah, thank you for being here with me as I'm sharing this. If you'd like to see more of this kind of process, please let me know. I get overwhelmed when it comes to what kind of content to create, what kind of stuff to share. A lot of times when I'm in the creative process, I forget that maybe I should be filming it so that way I can share it with y'all, because usually it's just me sitting here by myself in the mornings with Braxton next to my feet. But I would love to know, you know, and if I can make it happen, I really would like to show up more here on this channel for you. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will just let you watch me create this spread now. Have a good rest of your day.